I'm Forman, the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health, where we make healthy living easy, nutritious, delicious, and fun, with a focus on plant-based foods and meditation to help you live a healthier, compassionate, and more vibrant life. Today we're making Smokey Kale with Garbanzo beans. Garbanzo beans are also known as chickpeas. So we're going to get started with heating up our oil. So I'm using avocado oil, which cooks well on a high heat. You can also use grapeseed oil, safflower oil, or really any high heat oil will do. Sesame oil is great in this as well. After our oil is nice and hot, we're going to add in some diced onions and diced green peppers. I'm just going to let that cook for a few minutes. So we're going to let that cook until our onions get translucent. While that is cooking, we're going to start with our kale here. This is dinosaur kale, also known as lacinato kale. You can kind of see why it's called dinosaur kale from the look of these leaves here. It looks kind of like scales, but it is the same family as the other kale. There are over 100 varieties of kale out there. So I'm going to take this kale and treat it just like I would curly kale, turn it upside down, and grab the stem and just go straight down. So I'm going to save the stem. You can either roast it, you can put it in your soup stock, you can put it in your soup, or in your smoothies, and it's also great for juicing. I am going to do a couple of different things with the stems that I'm saving from this, including some smoothies. Just keep doing that a few times. Right. So I'm going to line up, so you can see like this, my stem is out. I'm going to line these up and cut it in half, and then slice through. I'm just going to cut in half lengthwise, and then just cut right on through. I like to have my pieces in bite-sized pieces. It helps the kale cook faster, and you don't need to use a knife. It's almost there. So we have some kale already ready to go. To our onions and peppers, I'm going to add in the equivalent of 3 diced garlic cloves. So this is fresh garlic. I've coarsely chopped it. You can also use a mincer or mince it. The size of the garlic is completely up to you, as well as how much you use. I usually use about 3 nice-sized cloves. Just going to let that cook for a few moments. While that is cooking, I'm going to get our tomatoes. So this is 2 diced plum tomatoes, also known as Roma. So we're going to put that in. I like to let the garlic get a little toasted, a little brown, and I have this on high heat right now. So this recipe you can also do with arugula, Swiss chard, or really any other green. So if you don't have kale, you can substitute with any other green you want. The onions and green peppers are actually optional. It's based on what you have available. Because I have it, I decided to use it in this dish. I think it adds a lot more flavor to the overall dish. So we're going to add in our tomatoes, our diced tomatoes. We're just going to let that cook for a few moments. So we added in our onions, peppers, tomatoes, and garlic. If you don't have fresh garlic, you can use garlic powder in its place. I'm going to add our seasonings now. I have 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt, and a half a tablespoon of our nutritional yeast. So our smoked paprika is going to give us that nice smoky richness, that flavor we want, without adding any type of smoked meats or anything like that. So you can get a lot of flavor in your food just by using spices. So this makes this meal completely cholesterol free. And we're going to go in and add in our kale. So this is our already sliced up kale here. And I'm going to add about a half cup of water to help this steam and cook down a little faster. So just stir it all together, get all of the flavors mixed in. And really, this dish, doesn't matter what order you do a lot of the steps in, once it's all incorporated. It doesn't matter doing the onions and garlic first, but then you can add the chickpeas whenever you're ready to add them. I like to add them after the kale has cooked down just a little bit. I'm just going to let this continue to cook and get nice bright green. Don't want to overcook your kale. You want to make sure you're leaving a lot of those nice minerals and vitamins in here, especially the vitamins. This is very high in iron as well as vitamin C. So in order for your body to absorb the iron, you need to make sure you're getting vitamin C as well. So I love this because it has both in one ingredient. Our kale is also very high in vitamin K. Vitamin K is very important for our bone health as well as for blood clotting. So you want to make sure you're getting vitamin K, unless your doctor says not to get too much vitamin K, which could be because someone's on something like Coumadin. They might not want someone to get a whole lot of vitamin K, but you still need to have vitamin K in order to stop bleeding. If you ever cut yourself or bump yourself like with a bruise, it's very important. Our kale is also very high in vitamin A. Vitamin A is very important for our vision, especially night vision, and it's also important for our skin health. So for people who have acne, eczema, psoriasis, making sure you're getting your vitamin A in your body, both internally, and you can do it externally as well, is very beneficial. So I'm going to add our garbanzo beans, also known as chickpeas. And just cook this and mix it all together. If you want to add more nutritional yeast, you can definitely feel free to do that. This is your dish. Put the lid on. Just let this cook for a few more minutes. And it will be done soon. So you can serve this with quinoa, couscous, brown rice, and really this is a complete meal. It has our protein, fiber, plenty of minerals and vitamins as well. So this is actually a very filling dish. I've also put this dish inside of wraps, so you can just put it inside of a tortilla wrap. You can eat this cold. So I don't use the microwave. It's very rare. So if I am taking this with me and I don't have a place to heat it up, I go on the stove, then I will eat it cold, and I love it that way as well. So it can be like a cold kale salad, cooked kale salad. You can do a lot with this dish, including putting it in the cold state on top of like a bed of lettuce. It's really good that way as well. So it's a lot of variety from this one dish. You can make it as a meal prep and do like a huge batch and eat it throughout the week. It keeps for about 3 to 4 days in the refrigerator. This also freezes well, and you can keep it in the freezer for about a month. So this is it. So this is our beautiful smoky kale and garbanzo bean dish, made with our beautiful kale from Strength to Love 2 Farm in West Baltimore. So So make sure you are supporting your local farms, make sure you're supporting local businesses, and make sure you are eating a nice, healthy, vibrant diet filled with living foods and food that you can actually get from the earth. Very important. So if you have any questions, you can reach me at Holistic Wellness and Health on Facebook and Instagram. You can also reach me on Twitter at Holistic Wellness, and this Holistic Wellness with no E and an S. So, and you can also, of course, go to the website, holistic-wellnessandhealth.com. So this is our finished dish, our smoky kale and garbanzo beans. Like I said earlier, you can change out some of the ingredients. If you don't have garbanzo beans, you can use black-eyed peas or any other bean that you want. You can also switch out the greens. I've done this with arugula as well as mustard greens, so you can definitely change it up. If you don't have smoked paprika, you can use smoked salt or liquid smoke. So anything that has like a nice smoky richness will help you give that smoky flavor without using any animal products whatsoever. So this is 100% cholesterol free and absolutely delicious as well. My family loves this. I do this at a lot of cooking demos as well, and people love this dish. It's very filling as well. And so this is our finished dish. So make sure you are following us on social media at Holistic Wellness and Health, no spaces. And that's on Facebook and Instagram. You can find this recipe on the website at holistic-wellnessandhealth.com/blog. You can do a search for kale and you'll see this recipe as well as some other kale recipes on the site. Also make sure you catch us for our Mondays and Fridays live at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, where we show different recipes using locally grown produce, as well as Mondays we sometimes switch it up with gardening, meditation, and workshops. So make sure you are liking our page, our Facebook page, and following us on Instagram as well. Once again, my name is Crystal Forman. I am the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health, where we make healthy living easy, nutritious, delicious, and fun. I am a holistic plant-based chef, educator, and coach. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about going plant-based or in general living a healthier and more vibrant life. Take care.